This is a stimulus update and daily news report. Got a lot of important updates to share with you. Another government shutdown is about to happen just weeks away. Chuck Schumer's trying to figure out a game plan to fund the government, and there is more stimulus available even if you don't have any kids, no families. Millions of Americans without kids now eligible for EITC tax credit worth up to $1,502. See if you qualify. Bernie Sanders lays into Sinema and Manchin in a video clip that I'll share with you, and also talking about the Democratic plan. And Pfizer is seeking approval for vaccines for kids under 5. And I'll give you some other important updates as well. Hope you're having a terrific Tuesday. If you appreciate the fact-based, fast-paced updates, hit the like button down below. So Pfizer is expected to ask the FDA to authorize its COVID vaccine for children under 5. Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. Do you think kids under 5 should get the vaccine, should not get the vaccine? Let me know your thoughts on this down in the comments below. So currently kids 5 and up actually are eligible to get the vaccine, but now they want to seek approval for under 5. Is this a good thing, bad thing? Let me know your thoughts on that. So Schumer puts pressure on lawmakers as shutdown deadline nears. So we kind of forgot about the government shutdown, but it wasn't really officially, the government wasn't officially funded. It was just a stopgap measure to kick the can down the road a little further so we didn't have to think about it this much. So Schumer said in a floor remarks on Monday that he plans to sit down with Democratic lawmakers later this week to discuss the state of negotiations to pass an omnibus package to fund the government within the next few weeks. So lawmakers have until February 18th to strike an agreement on spending for fiscal year of 2022, which began in October under a temporary continuing resolution passed last month that allows the government to remain funded under the previous year's spending level. So another government shutdown, just when you think things couldn't get any crazier. Bernie Sanders, so Senate Dems back off Manchin and Sinema except for Bernie. So with zero margin for error, the party needs centrist senators' votes for both Supreme Court confirmation and President Joe Biden's social spending bill, among many other things that Democrats are trying to get to move forward. It seems that Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema have more power than the entire Democratic Party, including Joe Biden, President Biden. So here is what Bernie Sanders has to say about that and what the plans are moving forward.
What all of us are trying to do, and we've heard it over and over again this afternoon, is fight for working families, fight for justice, fight for the progressive vision that this country and world needs if this country and if democracy and if decency is in fact going to survive. And I want to just take a second to make everybody remember and appreciate and take pride in how far we have come as progressives in recent years. We sometimes take it for granted. But as Katrina indicated, I helped found way back in '91 the House Progressive Caucus. And frankly, never in a million years would I have dreamed that it would be as strong and as effective as it is today. And I want to congratulate Pramila and all of the folks in the caucus for the enormously important work that they have done and are doing. And also, and Katrina made this point, is that to the consternation of corporate America, and in fact, the corporate wing of the Democratic Party, we have significantly changed political consciousness in this country. We have to redefine what is politically possible and, in fact, what the American people want and what they believe. And here is the simple truth, and that is whether you're Black or you're white or you're Latino, you're Asian American, Native American, you're gay, you're straight, you're male, you're female. Poll after poll shows that the progressive agenda, what we are fighting for, is what the American people want. And don't let anybody ever convince you otherwise. Our agenda is the agenda of the working families of this country. At a time of massive and growing income and wealth inequality, and who else but us talks about that obvious fact? The American people do want the big money interests to start paying their fair share of taxes. they understand that it is absurd that two people own more wealth than the bottom 40% of the American people, and that the gap between the very rich and everyone else is wider than it has been in 100 years. They understand that it is unacceptable that huge Wall Street private equity firms like BlackRock control trillions of dollars in assets and have significant influence over hundreds of companies employing millions of workers. In other words, the American people do not like oligarchy, and they want us to stand up to the oligarchs. And the American people know that our healthcare system is dysfunctional, and they want us to lower the cost of prescription drugs, and Medicare for all is gaining more and more support over the last few years. The mantra that healthcare is a human right and not a privilege is gaining support all across this country. And the American people understand that we have got to address the fact that we should be covering dental care and hearing aids and eyeglasses under Medicare. And they understand that we cannot continue to have the highest rate of childhood poverty of almost any major country on earth. And that we got to greatly improve our child care and pre-K system so that people are not spending outrageous sums of money to simply make sure that their kids are well taken care of. And the American people understand that we have got to build affordable housing in this country, that it is a moral disgrace that 500,000 people are homeless. They want us to end the embarrassment of being the only major country on earth not to have paid family and medical leave. And yes, the American people know that climate change is not only real, but it threatens the very existence of our country and planet, and that we have to transform our energy system away from fossil fuel. And all of these provisions, as I think everybody knows, are sitting right there in this Build Back Better plan. And as again, everybody knows, the House got it passed, but the Senate lacks 2 votes, Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema, to get it passed. And I just want to say a word on that. I happen to believe that the current strategy of the Democratic leadership is wrong. I think that for the last 6 months, we have cajoled, we have begged, we have compromised, we have negotiated, we have sat in back rooms for endless conversations to get these 2 senators to pass, they help us pass the Voting Rights Act, which is so significant if we're going to maintain American democracy, and to pass Build Back Better to protect the working families of this country. And we have failed. We have failed from a policy point of view. We haven't succeeded. And we have failed from a political point of view in the sense that our people, our supporters, are becoming demoralized. And what polls show is that everything continues the way it is. The Republicans stand a good chance of regaining the House and, in fact, taking the Senate. So I think we've got to change course. And I think what we have got to do is what democracy is all about. We got to bring the issues that impact the working class of this country onto the floor of the United States Senate, and we've got to vote. And if every Republican wants to vote against doing all of the things that are overwhelmingly popular that the American people want, they're going to have to go home and explain it to their constituents. And if Senators Manchin and Sinema want to do the same, they're going to have to go home and explain it to their constituents. But what we have got to do now, and do it very quickly, is show the working families of this country that at least 48 of us in the US Senate are prepared to stand with them. We're prepared to take on the wealthy, the powerful, the oligarchs, and we're prepared to fight for a series, an agenda of proposals which meet the needs, the long neglected needs of working families. So that is something that I'm going to be fighting for in the coming days and weeks. And second of all, I would say on a very optimistic note, we have been working with a number of trade unions around this country in helping them in their strikes. And as some of you may know, Just the other day, a few days ago in Colorado, the Commercial Food and Workers, the United UFCW, won a huge victory against Kroger. 8,400 workers in Colorado were out on strike. They stood up firmly and they won a very strong and positive contract.
What are your thoughts on what Bernie Sanders has to say? Do you agree, disagree? Moving on to stimulus checks. So stimulus checks, Social Security, and fourth payment. So this is talking about the Senior Citizens League, the TSCL. TSEL, I think I'm messing up those acronyms, but the Senior Citizens League, the $1,400 check for Social Security recipients and seniors, that hasn't gone anywhere. It's basically just talking about how there was a lot of promotion for that, but unfortunately no Congress members have been able to do that. But is that a good idea still? Let me know your thoughts on that. Let's talk about this. Millions of Americans without kids now eligible for EITC tax credit worth up to $1,502. See if you qualify. So this is the Earned Income Tax Credit, also known as the Adult Tax Credit. So for anybody 19 years and older, and if you don't have any children. So I know I mentioned a lot of stimulus programs and UBI programs where it's usually to families or people with kids. They're getting all the stimulus money. This is something completely different. You don't have to have any kids for this. You could be an adult, you could be single, not married. So there are important changes to the EITC, the Earned Income Tax Credit, that will help this credit reach more hardworking families this year. To qualify, single taxpayers with no kids must have an income less than $21,430, while the amount is $27,380 for joint filers. The cap is $57,414, which is the amount a married couple filing jointly with 3 kids could get. And last year, Joe Biden's American Rescue Plan, that was the third stimulus check package, trebled the maximum credit for workers without kids from $538 to $1,502. So because of the American Rescue Plan, it got a big stimulus boost, so an extra almost $1,000 for anybody who could, if you want to get this. So let me know down in the comments below, have you filed your taxes yet? Are you trying to get the Earned Income Tax Credit? Have you been able to get the maximum of $1,502? Let me know all about that with your experience. And that is all the news that I have for you today. To hopefully cheer you up a bit, here's my daughter Bella's tip of the day.
Hi guys, I'm going to give you the 5 positive tips to make you start your day and make you be positive and grateful as much as you can. So first, stay happy, stay strong, and have good vibes, and do great to others when they do great to you. And also, you know this one, be nice to others when you be nice to them. Bye.
Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate all of your support. If you like how I get straight to the point, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this. And if you like seeing clips of the kids, hit the like button. I usually like to do this at the end of the video just to share some family pictures, videos, mainly of the kids, because I think you guys care more about the kids than me. Anyways, if you want to check out my latest video, my other channels, you could click up here, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, be safe. Thank you for watching.